As promised, on the line, Monarchs manager Joe Calfapietra. It's been a while, Joe. First off, how you doing? And getting ready for baseball, aren't you?
Everything's going well here, and yes, looking forward to getting started.
Update us most recently. Jose Mesa Jr. Picked up by the Marlins. That's exciting news. I think of that. He's a fine young man. What a great, just a great young kid. But it's also exciting for the ball club. Proud managers send him out to the Marlins.
Yeah, no, it's very good. You know, Jose works very hard. Has worked very hard to get the second opportunity, and it's very well deserved. And you know, we're all very happy for him, excited for this new spot in his career.
Have things changed? Affiliated ball, independent ball? Is it the relationship still the same with all this new changes with Major League Baseball taking over the minor leagues, affiliated minor leagues? Is the relationship different? Has it changed in any way?
No, this is all yet to be seen. I mean, I think if anyone answers that yes or no, I really don't think they know. Everything is so new right now, and what's going on. You know, the players are still getting opportunities. I mean, Jose was our fourth player off the roster in this off season, which is, you know, a good number. So, you know, those things, they're still looking at our rosters. They're still, you know, needing talent. So on that end, everything's going as normal.
As far as the roster stands, you're still busy. We're at 27 players right now with Mesa gone. Where does the roster stand? Are you still looking to fill some holes? I would figure catcher would be one of them because you've only got one catcher on the roster right now. Is that maybe your biggest priority right now?
Yeah, you know, we're just trying to find the right guy, the right classification. That's the biggest thing. So there's a lot of very good players out there, but they have to fit different, you know, structural needs for us at this point. So yes, a catcher is a point of interest right now. We're waiting to try to find the best available guy that fits in to a lot of different parameters.
Is it a situation where you've got your eye, and not just catcher, but I'd say in general, you've got some guys you're sort of looking at, waiting to see what their status is with their affiliated club, if they're going to be released or be assigned? Is that where you're kind of sitting right now?
Well, there's a lot of that, you know, potential. But again, to answer, you know, your earlier question, this is uncharted territory. We've never dealt with this before. The timing of players getting released, we've never had to deal with the timing of this before. So this is all new to all of us. So we're kind of day by day, just kind of, you know, seeing what's the next step's going to be. And, you know, Major League Baseball hasn't made their normal releases because the minor league players are still in camp, and the AAA players left with the major league clubs a month ago. So this is all new. We're waiting to see how this is going to develop, you know, this year.
The voice you hear is Joe Calfapietra, manager of the Kansas City Monarchs. I'm Dan Vaughn here on Monarchs Live on a Wednesday as we are on April 21st. Joe, it's getting close. A couple of names that jump out at me, and we haven't talked. I think we talked right around the time right before you brought in Christian Colon. That's an exciting name. Former first-round draft pick, local folks in case you know him. Can you walk us through how that came about, the Christian Colon signing, bringing him to Kansas City with the Monarchs? Well,
it goes way back, really. You know, Christian and I first spoke probably about 3 years ago. And he re-signed, you know, rather quickly back with an affiliate. And so the conversation, you know, kind of, you know, tempered real quick when he signed back. But I stayed in semi-contact with him, a text here and there, and he would always text back. He's just a sweetheart person. And he was teammates with a couple of our players in Puerto Rico. So the name came up, Kansas City. Eric Stout, was talking about where he was going, and Eric was already signed at the time. And he mentioned, he said, is that guy Joe still in Kansas City? And so at that point, it was very, very just small dialogue, and then the dialogue heated up, and then heated up to the point that he's a Kansas City Monarch.
A couple of names that pass along here, too, that just jump out at me. Johnny Field. What can you tell us about Johnny Field, the outfielder?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's another guy, Major League service time, could play all three outfield positions, a guy with power, runs real well. Another excitable guy that we have in the lineup. And we're looking forward to seeing him and getting going.
Also, a couple of names, Zach Matson, he's an LS1, so younger player. You need those guys. And I see Alex Powers, too, a guy that been up as high as AAA. You added a couple of those lefty-righty arms as well. Your pitching depth looking pretty good on paper.
Yeah, Zach's a guy, actually lives in the Kansas City area.
Yep.
A-ball guy, but high strikeouts. I mean, one year he had like 93 strikeouts. Really good stuff. Very excited to get him. Alex Powers is a kind of a funny story. Alex was a rookie pitcher for me in New Jersey, and got signed by the Reds and went all the way up, like you mentioned, AAA, and had very, very good AAA numbers. And he's one of those guys that without this contraction in Major League Baseball, he would still be with an affiliate, like a lot of guys we have on our roster. It's just a different time right now, and we're happy to have them, all the players that we have on the roster, the time we have them. And, we're expecting to lose players like we always have. We embrace that, and we'll just, make the proper adjustments as that happens.
Gabby Guerrera, another name that sounds like a big league name. He was a big leaguer, but also some pedigree there. This guy, a corner piece of the outfield, some power numbers. What do we expect from a Gabby Guerrera?
Yeah, I mean, he is a guy, power numbers and high average, at the AAA level. So he's just not a home run guy. He's a guy that understands the strike zone and uses the whole field and things that, we could put in the middle of the lineup, and he does have that pedigree. He has big league service time with the Cincinnati Reds and has a couple relatives that are pretty popular also.
Amen to that. Joe Calfapietra joining us, manager of the Kansas City Monarchs. Dan Vaughn with you here on Monarchs Live on a Wednesday. Let's wrap things up with some fun stuff. Did you see the uniform unveiling on Friday? Have you seen the new uniforms? Were you fired up to see those new Monarchs home and aways?
Yes, it's everything that's going on is very exciting. Ownership, Jay Hendricks is doing just a fabulous job putting this all together. This is a big job, and what they're doing is it's just very, very exciting. The players are excited. The coaching staff is excited about it, and we can't can't wait to get going.
Absolutely. As far as the season approaching, it's going to be a little different. There's going to be some protocols here and there. How cognizant are you and the staff on the field of that and your preparations going forward?
Well, I think it's going to be very important. I mean, it's the elephant in the room. It's something that we have to be conscious of. We have to be aware of. It's not, as I believe we're getting better, and our situation is getting better. It's still out there, and we're going to have to make sure that we, follow all the protocols and do the right things on and off the field to stay healthy, and that's going to be very, very important. And it's going to be different for a lot of us, because we're not used to it. But this is something that we're going to have to work with and manage. That's for sure.
League-wise, since we last talked, George Samus is back in the league again. He's at King County, renewing the rivalry there. George, of course, went away because of the St. Paul situation, going to AAA. But have you talked to George at all about him being back in the league? I know you renew that friendly rivalry a bit. That's going to be exciting for you. You guys go back a ways.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about that. George and I are very good friends. We talk all the time. He's really excited about his new opportunity. Obviously, the situation, he was in St. Paul for a long, long time, and got this new opportunity that he's extremely excited about, and everyone knows he's going to do wonderful there. So he's very good at what he does, and there's no reason why that's going to stop.
Wrapping things up, Joe, timeline-wise, are we expecting anything between now and maybe an opening of camp? Or are you pretty much set with this bunch right here going forward?
Well, I mean, everything changes. So, a guy gets signed, we're going to have to make an adjustment. We do need a couple things like you mentioned, but for the most part, this is what we're going to bring in the camp. And then we're going to see how things play out in camp, and that's always a question. You sign these guys on paper, you feel they're very good, they have the background, we feel very comfortable with that. What we have to make sure is they come in, they're in shape, they're healthy, they're ready to go, and then we start the season. So it's always a juggle, Dan. You follow it on a day-to-day basis, so it's never a finished product. So it is what it is today as we talk, and tomorrow it could change.
Joe, appreciate your time. Can't wait to see you in a couple weeks, man. Get here. Come on.
Yeah, we're going to get there. We're ready. The family's ready. Everyone's excited. We can't wait to meet everyone. It's new for us, and it's the same for us. We're starting the season like we always do, and this is an exciting time. And it's new. We have new players, new ownership, new front office, and then we have familiar faces like yourself in place that we're looking forward to seeing again.
Thanks, my friend.
We'll talk to you soon.